In this video, we'll see how we can use Unix command line tools, and more specifically a command called egrep, for finding linguistically relevant information in a finished text file. And we'll use egrep to locate noun phrases consisting of an adjective followed by a noun, where both are in inessive case. We're going to be working with the file katinkarabe.utf8.txt, which we also used in the previous video. And let's just look at it in less. So less katinkarabe.utf8.txt and enter. Now, there's no grammatical annotation in this file, so we can't find adjectives and nouns in inessive case 100% reliably. However, if we look for two words which end in SSA or SSA, then most of our matches will be cases where an adjective precedes a noun and both are inflected in inessive case. And if we want to be more accurate, we'll first need to parse the text using a syntactic parser, which is a program that produces grammatical annotations. But for the time being, we need to make do with this coarser analysis. So we're looking for adjacent words which end in SSA or SSA. And the utility which is used for this is called egrep. Grep stands for globally search a regular expression and print. And no wonder they needed an acronym for that. The E at the beginning stands for extended. There's also a plain grep command, and it uses an older formalism instead of the extended one. We'll mostly use this egrep on this course. Let's quit less using Q. And let's start by testing egrep a little bit. So I'll type egrep and then hi and press enter. This opens egrep in interactive mode. And I can type a string here and egrep will tell me whether it matches my search pattern, which is this hi here. So let's start by typing hi everyone. And egrep echoes or prints this line. And this happens because the line in fact does contain the string hi. Now if I instead write hello everyone, egrep does not echo this line because it doesn't contain the string hi anywhere. And the search pattern doesn't need to be an independent word. For example, if I type this is the command line course and press enter, egrep also echoes this line. And this happens because the word this at the beginning does contain the substring hi. Let's quit egrep using Ctrl+C. We can also use egrep to search for more general things than a string of characters. Now let's try the command egrep and then space, add and space, and then in square brackets A through Z, a star, and then ed, and a space at the end, and enter. Now this search pattern is a regular expression, and it says that we're looking for lines where we have a space followed by a word had and a second space. And then we have any number of characters from the English alphabet, so A through Z. The star here means that we need to repeat 0 or more times. And then at the end we have ed followed by a final space. So let's see what this will match. Now it should match something like Mary had walked for 3 kilometers. Because we have this string here, a space followed by had, followed by a second space, then a number of characters from the English alphabet, A through Z, followed by ed and a final word space. So this is almost an expression for finding past perfect tenses of English verbs. However, there's a problem. If we just type Mary had walked and press enter, egrep does not echo the line, which means that our pattern didn't match. And this happens because the final space here at the end of the word is pattern is missing. So let's quit egrep using Control-C. We can fix this using the special syntax \b, where b stands for word boundary. So let's type up for the previous command. And then here at the beginning, instead of a space, we'll type \b. And at the end of the pattern, we'll type \b instead of the space. And then enter. Now this one will match Mary had walked. So this line is echoed because the new line here at the end of walked is a type of word boundary. And let's quit egrep using Control-C. Well, we wanted to find our phrases where we have a noun preceded by an adjective and both are in inessive case. Now, this is going to be a slightly more complex expression than the one we used for finding past perfects, but the idea is the same. Let's start by just finding inessives. So egrep, and then word boundary, and any number of characters from the Finnish alphabet, so A through Z, O and A and Ö. Followed by this star to say we can repeat this 0 or more times, and then SSA at the end, and a final word boundary. We might be tempted to just say A through Ö here, instead of listing these Scandinavian letters here at the end. But unfortunately, this doesn't work, since A and Ö are encoded in a completely different manner than the letters A through Z. And you'll learn more about this in the reading material. Now, this pattern will find lines which end in SSA, but we know that inessives in Finnish can end not only in SSA, but also SSA. So let's extend the pattern a little bit. So here at the end, we can have either an A or an A. And let's test that. So press enter. And we can see that it does match talossa and kylässä. And of course, it will also match some non-inessive like kassa. But the important thing is that it doesn't match other words, other forms of words like talo. So for example, talosta is not matched. And let's quit egrep using Control-C. Good. Now we wanted to find two adjacent inessive forms, so two words ending SSA or SSA. And this is a fairly small change to our expression. So let's type up to get the previous command. And here at the end, instead of a word boundary, let's have a space. And then again, any number of characters from the Finnish alphabet, followed by SS and A or A. And the word boundary at the end. So now we're looking for two inessive forms separated by a space. And let's press enter. So this will match pienessä talossa. Let's quit egrep using Control-C. Let's now apply our pattern to an actual file. So up to get the previous command, and now I'll just add the file name at the end. So katninkarabe.utf8.txt and enter. This prints all the matching lines onto the screen. And each of these lines has a sequence of two inessive forms, or at least two word forms ending in SSA. So, for instance, täysissä pukeissa. And we can use the option color to color the matches on the lines. So, let's press enter. And we can now see that egrep tells us which part of the line matched. So, for instance, hohtavassa valaistuksessa. And let's finally just store the matches into a file. So, greater than, and then let's call the file inessives.txt and press enter. And in the reading material and quiz, you'll see more ways how to use the egrep command.